AITA for spelling out to my neighbors why their kids don't find treasures anymore. I work at a gold mine in northern British Columbia. I find pretty rocks every day. When my children were young, I would take them on walks with me and my main dog Wilhelm. My kids would always keep their eyes open because our neighborhood was full of treasures. They would find diamonds, quartz, gold, pyrite, jewels, rocks I had polished in a tumbler, and fossils. The fossils were real. I found dozens every shift and would take them home and leave them around for my kids to find. I didn't care if other kids found these treasures. They cost me nothing but time and effort. Eventually my kids grew up and had other things to occupy their time than going on walks with me. They still walked my dog when I was out of town at work, and they figured out I was the one planting the rocks and fossils for them to find. Even after they told me they knew I kept leaving the rocks around. In our neighborhood it was a special little thing the kids loved. I think every child my kids' age and younger had shelf or a box full of these little rocks I had left out. Now the problem. About 3 months ago we had a new family move into the neighborhood. They had 3 young children and I would see them out walking. Their children started finding the rocks on their walks. The mom got all concerned about someone trying to lure kids with these things, and she spent her time figuring out who was doing this. She confronted me at my house about trying to lure her children with shiny rocks. I didn't want any problems from her, so I stopped leaving rocks out. My kids are home from college for the summer and have been walking my emergency backup dog Chapo. They have been talking to their friends and a few have mentioned that none of the younger kids are finding treasure anymore. They asked me about it and I told them the truth about what this woman said. They told their friends and it got around that the reason there weren't any more around was because of the weird accusation. Yesterday the lady came back to my house and yelled at me for telling people it was her fault that their kids weren't finding treasures anymore. She said she has a right to worry about her kids and strangers. She said I was an asshole because now she is being shunned by some of the other families with young kids. I don't know what I did wrong or if I'm an asshole. I always did it anonymously and never interacted with any of the kids while they were out walking. I just know how rumors get started and didn't want any of that. AITA?